Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we've been caught up by Caledog. We do have the advantage, so we're definitely going to win this battle. But he stupidly tried to attack us, which I don't really see why he would want to attack us. But obviously, we are now the defensive force, which just means we're going to absolutely crush. I have went mainly archers, as you can see by me having 138 archers on the battlefield here. Yeah, he doesn't have that much cavalry, which means we can just hold formation, really. And we should just be able to honestly destroy their entire force before they even make it to us. Because 130 archers, highborn as well, highborn archers, should just be able to crush their force. No matter what they can do, we can definitely crush them. The archers are going to take a little bit to get set up fully. I think we're going to get the cavalry to deal with their missile cav. We're going to shield wall the infantry, and we should just be able to absolutely demolish them here. They obviously have they do have a good amount of men. They have enough infantry to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, but the archers are just going to get hopefully an incredible amount of kills. Yeah, we're already starting to now absolutely just shred through them. They've lost 13 men before even meeting our lines, plus they're going to lose a lot more. Ooh, if I can kill that king. I am planning on, I don't know whether this episode, but I'm planning on leaving the kingdom relatively soon here. I don't think we really want to help out Valandia that much more, because it's just going to make it so it's really impossible for us to start our own kingdom if Valandia is this strong. Because we're technically going to be against Valandia, so it's not going to be great for us. We are demolishing them on the front lines though. We've lost 46 men, they've lost almost 90. Oh, our archers look like they're actually getting engaged with the infantry a little bit here. Yeah, I tried to kill the king, but obviously he managed to kind of get away. Not really. He obviously will have to fight at some point. Or he can retreat, obviously. But either way, he will get captured. Is Caledog down yet? Caledog is down, yeah. They've got 30 men left. We've held strong with our infantry line. We lost quite a few men. We lost 10 men. But 10 men isn't too bad considering they lost their full force. Plus we got 144 upgrades. Which is definitely good if we're planning on creating our own kingdom soon. The only problem is we do need to grab some more companions. Obviously we need 2 more for a kingdom. Well, for our full... Well, not for our full kingdom. But for all of our towns to have governors, we need 2 more companions. But after that, we can just get companions to caravan and stuff. So we can go ahead and grab a few companions, because we need some for, obviously, armies. Our infantry lines do obviously get damaged heavily every single time. We didn't have that many infantry in the first place. These guys' shields must have broke. I was wondering why they're carrying the Britannian banner, but their shields must have broke. And we can obviously go ahead and just crush the last 2 of them. Oh, I just hit my own. Yeah, so that's the victory here. We lost 10 men. But 10 men for the victory here is definitely not too bad. Plus we can free the king. He would be worth a decent chunk, but I think it's just worth freeing him, honestly. We're going to see if there's any more high tier men that can join us. Well, not join us, but be in the prison to potentially join us. So yeah, we've got another 28 fiend champions. This is absolutely amazing for upgrades. That battle was very, very good, obviously. I'm not too sure when we're planning on rebelling though. I think within the next 3 episodes we definitely will rebel. I think we might have one more episode with obviously Valandia, and then I think in the next episode we could betray Valandia. I'm not too sure. We'll obviously go ahead and see, but it's obviously going to be, we're very strong for it, I think. We've got about 2,000 strength. We are at war with the north now. We're at war with the north. We made peace with the west. We're at war with the north and Sturgia, and obviously we're also at war with Britannia. I'm not too sure if we said, but we did take Takor. I think that's about it, really. Ooh, Shibble. The Azari are getting quite a bit of their land back. They've lost 2 towns and 2 castles. But that's not too bad, considering the amount of land they own. Yeah, they're going to defend. If we can get another nice battle here, just to level up our men. Obviously, the more we level up the men, the better it's going to be. Yeah, it looks like we can catch this lot out here. We can just crush them as well. I think we are going to do quite a few nice battles this episode. I think we're definitely going to do quite a few nice battles. We do only have 19 infantry to hold the line here. I think we might honestly dismount the cavalry.
Dismount! Soldiers! Dismount!
Yeah, we're going to dismount the cavalry here. It's not worth the cavalry.
Move!
We need kind of the reinforcements on the shield wall, honestly. 19 men is not enough to hold off their 50 men that are going to charge us.
Forward! Move! Form a shield wall! Forward!
Yeah, we do have a very thin shield wall this time.
Move!
A very thin or very short shield wall.
Forward! Move! Stand apart!
But our archers are just going to be able to demolish their lines.
Move!
We've got more archers than their entire force combined. We are technically the attackers, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to sit back in this beautiful position. If we could, that would obviously be very nice. Are they actually retreating backwards? Yeah, it looks like they are. So we're going to get the men to follow me. Obviously, them advancing in their formations is going to be a lot easier for them to form back up. How many cavalry do they have? Then 9 cavalry. It would kind of be good to have some cavalry, but I think it's better to just have some infantry lines.
Charge!
Oh, I don't want them to charge.
After me!
Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Killing one of the men. If I can just get a few kills here. Oh. I'm getting some nice shots in them. Yeah, we're weakening up their force a decent chunk. Obviously, we're waiting for our force. Our forces are too far behind. We're going to get the archers just set up there. Once the archers are set up, we're just going to have an absolute arrow storm at them. Yeah, that cavalry is just going to suicide here, which is obviously very nice here. I don't think they're going to pick up many kills. They might pick up 1 or 2. But to lose all their cavalry, that's definitely fine by me. We're going to shield wall now. Yeah, it looks like we just butchered all the cavalry. We didn't even take a single loss, I don't think. Yeah, the archers are just going to get an absolute barrage of arrows. They do have a lot of men charging our shield wall, but they're really bad men. They're not even charging fully. If we can just support our front lines here. Yeah, take as minimal amount of losses as possible here. Because we have got a lot of infantry ready for rebellion, but we don't have many archers ready for rebellion. We have like 40 fiend champions or something like that. We have 120 spearmen. So it's obviously more vital that we get some archers up in our army instead of some infantry. Because we have been doing like most infantry, most archers, but we've been getting more infantry because they've been dying more. But they've also been getting more kills. Yeah, so that's beautiful here. We managed to wipe their full force out. We didn't even take a single loss, I don't think. We can also go ahead and free him. We're not going to take any prisoners. Oh, we can actually hire that fiend champion here, which is going to reinforce our archers a lot more. We've got a very powerful force now. How many fiend champions have we got here? We've got 42 fiend champions for our front lines. Well, not for our front lines, but we've got like 9 heavy spearmen and stuff, and some nice cavalry. We could do with some more infantry at this point, rather than some more archers. We could also, if we defend Mazadin, is that getting sieged? Oh, it sadly is. It looks like we might not be able to save it. If we could save Mazadin, that would be pretty nice. Do we take this? 100 Britannian volunteers. That's going to be a beautiful battle. Yeah, this is going to be a beautiful battle. They do outnumber us by quite a few men. It's definitely not going to be the easiest battle, but considering we can just hold position. We don't have that much infantry though. I'm assuming the 18 wounded are the infantry, so we've got 20 infantry on the battlefield. That's not going to be good. 20 infantry on the battlefield to hold against their like 200 infantry.
Well, here we are.
Did they get that extra 80 or not? Luckily, they didn't get the extra 80. They might be able to take us with the extra 80. Hopefully, we can just crush them here. If we can kill maybe 100 of them before they even meet our lines, then we can probably win this. Technically, we are the attackers, which is a very big disadvantage for us. It's a very big disadvantage. We can't really do a shield wall, in all honesty, here. We're going to have to form the archers, not the archers, the cavalry with the infantry. 45 shield wall can maybe hold off.
Dismount!
20 shield wall, 25 shield wall cannot hold off. There's no way we're holding off.
Forward! Move!
Once all of them are dismounted, they will actually turn into basic infantry.
Move! Line for me! Archer!
We're gonna get them to follow me here. Advancing all the men. Yeah, they've got 200 infantry. We can get absolutely swarmed with their infantry. 40 versus 200 is not going to be a nice battle here. We might honestly want to push the infantry behind the archers and pull the archers back. If that makes sense. Like, have the archers set up in front of the infantry, have the archers pull behind the infantry. Just so we can get a lot more arrows and a lot more distance between us. Ooh, this is not good. The damage we just took was not good. If we can take out these two at least, then the damage isn't too bad. Yeah, that's good. They're losing most of their cavalry numbers. Where are their men? Their men are running really far back.
Arch move! Hold fire!
We're going to hold fire. I don't think it's worth wasting a lot of arrows. That's hundreds of arrows we're using on a few horsemen.
Come on!
When they're going to just stupidly charge us like that and just get themselves killed.
Soldier! Forward! Boom fire!
We're going to fire now, just so we can shoot the rest of them. Yeah, shooting the remaining cavalry that's left. The amount of arrows that are just getting hit on them. Oh, we did lose a few archers there. Which is not good.
Move! Move! Arrow!
Are they in range of their infantry? I'm not too sure. We're going to advance all of the men forward now. We're going to have to play this quite strategic here because they've got way too many infantry. We can't just charge them here and hope for the best. We also can't particularly sit back. I don't think they're going to let us do that. Oh, they're definitely not going to let us do that. If we kill the rest of their cavalry, shield wall the infantry now, and just sit on this position, if the archers are in range.
Archers! Move! Move!
If we get the archers set up there,
Soldiers!
push the infantry a little bit more forward. The archers get in position, the infantry get into position. If we can pin them and shoot them in the side, that could be very profitable. Like on kills.
Forward!
If the archers are in range to hit a lot of arrows. Are they charging our archer line? I think they are. We're going to charge the infantry. The archers are getting a lot of kills.
Archer, move!
We're going to fall them back now.
Soldier!
Our infantry is now dealing with their archers. Our archers are on full retreat here.
Archer, forward! Move!
We're going to retreat fully. The Fiend Champions just need to go.
Hold
I'm going to tell them to hold fire because they might go faster if they hold fire. The infantry does look like they've dealt with all they need to deal with.
fire!
We're going to now fire at will. Because the back archers can start shooting. It does look like we're going to take a lot of losses if I don't stall them here or something. Oh, they stalled themselves. Yeah, it looks like they're taking a lot of losses. We can continue retreating.
Forward! Shoulder job! Follow
We need to get them on me. Actually, we're just going to charge them. The archers that get into position can definitely shoot. We need to shoot them. This is working beautifully. We haven't lost that many men, considering they've lost so many men. We need to fall back quite far. They're pushing us back because we're not taking archers versus infantry. We probably win, but the amount of archer losses we take is not worth it. We're going to hold position without infantry here. We're going to let the archers butcher them in the back. We're going to face enemy, obviously. This is going beautifully here. We're just kind of shredding them. We're going to have to retreat the archers back even more. Oh, if we can take down that lord. We're just going to charge our infantry in the back of them. We're slowly going to dwindle them. They're down to 65 men. Yes, most of the archers end up making to formation, shooting them down. Then we can fall back further. Yeah, they've got 30 men left. We're going to charge what archers we have on the front lines. Yeah, this is going beautifully here. We've lost 25 men, and their entire army's gone. The Fiend champions are way too powerful here. That's beautiful here. We've managed to wipe them all out with... We're only losing 2 Fiends, a Britannian hero, a Britannian highborn, and 3 infantry. And we wiped their entire force out. And that's going to grant us 118 upgrades, plus we're going to get, it looks like, quite a few more men. Yeah, it looks like we can take quite a bit of that men. Yeah, we can actually go ahead and take all of it. I don't think we're particularly going to take prisoners. We might take 1. Yeah, 1 prisoner. We'll upgrade when we have a cut here. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to continue running about, trying to get some battles. We're going to continue upgrading, maxing out the men. Because how many Fiend champions do we now? We're going to have 80 Fiend champions here. 80 Fiend champions is an insane amount. We're obviously going to have a pretty weak infantry line, but it's not too bad. So I'll be back. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my town, drop off all the Fiend champions, and I'm going to recruit up more men. I think this episode is really going to be just before Rebellion. I think we might rebel next episode. I think this episode we're going to get as many men upgraded as much as possible and get as many battles in as we possibly can to try and get as much troops as possible. I think that's the plan for this episode. We can obviously carry another Fiend champion here. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to dump as many men as we can into Varcheg. Varcheg is almost a maxed out garrison though. 400... Yeah, we've got 70 slots in Varcheg for men. Then we're out of slots of men. Then we're going to have to pile in Ormor's garrison here. I think that's going to be the goal. We're just going to fill up the ranks of stuff as much as possible. We're going to actually max that out. We're going to max that out. Oh, we've actually got some random junkie men. Which actually means we have quite a few more slots. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of most of the men that we don't really want. Well, actually, I'm going to take them in my party and just run around and fight with them. Yeah, so I'm going to obviously drop off any elite men we still have that need dropping off. And I'll be back once we're still doing something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. And what I was doing is I was recruiting up. We were going to help this army take down the army, but we got caught out. So we've got 181 versus 290. They do have a bunch of infantry. They have, I think, 200 infantry, did it say? 200 infantry. They have no archers, so we just need to sit back with archers. We need to sit back on a really good position. Oh, this is actually insane spawn. I was assuming we'd be able to sit like in a forest so the cavalry couldn't really hit us or something like that, considering we're in like a forest area. But clearly what we might want to do They have a lot more men than us.
Horsemen! Soldier dismount!
So we're going to reinforce the shield wall with that, which is 109 men against 200. So they outnumber us 2-1 there. We outnumber them heavily in infantry. We're not outnumbered 2 to... Oh, I've just realised we've got a bunch of recruits. Now I see why they're winning. Oh, and we didn't get the archer set up either. This is not good at all. We need to get the men moving a lot faster. Shield wall. We need the archers in a lot better position here. We need the infantry just doing work. They need to just hold position while the archers just absolutely pour down arrows down this hill. That's the only hope. We've got 6 kills. Ooh, their infantry. They've just got an absolute massive amount of infantry. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're not just fully taking the shield wall. Hopefully the archers can pick off all of their cavalry. If that cavalry is going to be a problem for the archers, which is then going to be a problem for the infantry. This cavalry is going to be a massive problem. So is the infantry, but the cavalry is going to distract the archers, which then the infantry just loses that battle. We need to be picking up so many kills. We need to be getting like 20, 50, 60, something like that kills. We need to be getting like 20 real quick. We're at 9. We need to be at a lot more kills already. Our archers are doing an absolutely amazing job though. We are getting 2-1 odds, which 2-1 odds is winning. Oh, not if we take this much damage. If I go down, we lose, I think. Yeah, we need to just dominate their ranks. Oh, we're actually absolutely crushing them with this formation. The infantry just sat back while I'm just chopping away and the archers are just slowly dwindling their numbers. How many men do they have left? They have 90. I think this is a victory. A very hard fought battle. It's because they've got recruits. They have like half of them that were really elite, half of them are really recruity. Which the recruits are just basically free kills. Are they retreating? Yeah, we're just going to hold formation still. Continue to kill them. We need to kill their lords. That's an absolute beautiful victory here. The archers did an absolute amazing job at killing their... The archers did an amazing job. Fiend champions. Well, Battanian Fiend's got 130 kills there. 130 kills just from a unit of 30 men. They got 4 kills to every 1 troop. We're just gonna charge them. Actually, there's only 11 left and most of them are retreating. That was a beautiful battle. That was a absolutely beautiful battle. Yeah, we can go ahead and take... I think, really, that's the only troop we want to take. Yeah, that's... Maybe the Battanian... Yeah, that's about it. Actually, we'll take that cavalry, but that's it. 30 Fiend champion upgrades. We can obviously get rid of some of these bad men. We need to get a lot of recruits, though. We need 50 recruits at least. Oh, some of their lords trying to escape.
That's clear.
Yeah, we're gonna actually get involved in the battle so we can get 100% of the loot. There's 10 of them, but they will have a decent chunk of money. Are we in full command of the force? No, we're in command of half the force, which means we're gonna have to really be quick because there's gonna be a massive horde of cavalry trying to get the kills here. We're gonna have to be a lot faster and get the 10 kills. Because each one of these kills is probably worth a decent chunk, considering most of the army's wounded. Yeah, I can't really hit them because they're just getting body blocked by the rest of the cavalry. Ooh, at least they are being They're being fairly honourable trying to fight. How many kills have we got? We have 3. Yeah, so we managed to get one of the lords, which is pretty good. No, it doesn't look like we're going to get that many. No, we didn't get... I thought it was going to be worth the party's worth of stuff. We've got a lot of upgrades, though. We can go ahead and upgrade them. And... I'm not going to obviously... Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to join this army. What I'm going to do is I'm going to join this army. I'm going to donate the troops that we don't want to this guy. And we'll be back once we're obviously doing something. So I'll see you then. Right, so we're back as you can see. And we're going to defend this castle here. It's obviously not really desperately needing defending. But I desperately want to get some, obviously, more levels. So losing 8 men there and then losing maybe like 20. Oh, we only lost 11. We lost 11 for 119 upgrades. Yeah, this is obviously going absolutely beautiful here. Yeah, we've got 26 troops. I'm not sure if we're going to take any of them. Actually, we'll take them. And we can donate them to the town. Oh, there's some banner knights and stuff. That's actually quite good prisoners, obviously. Well, not prisoners, good troops, I mean. We can obviously take these. Yeah, there's not an insane amount of really good men we want to hire. We're not going to take the rest of the prisoners. It's just going to slow us down. Oh, 51,000 for that. Yeah, so I'm going to donate the spare men to Rementoil, and we'll be back once we're doing something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. We're in a battle here. There's 200 men against us. We have 70-ish allied troops. They're just going to go ahead and charge. Obviously, our men are under my command, and we're not going to go ahead and just charge them and get them killed. They might not be full charging, but they definitely are charging. And technically, these guys are the attackers. So we're gonna build a formation back here. Then we can obviously advance it if we need. But it's better to make a formation and then push us than advance with no formation. It does look like our allies are going to get absolutely destroyed here. This obviously is not going to be good at all. But my men being in a good formation is going to be better for us than our allies doing something. Our allies' forces are down to 7. But we've got a very nice position. They should reinforce us instead of just sitting here and letting their infantry die. Not their infantry, their archers die. But instead, they're obviously going to let their archers die. So I've got to do as much work as possible here. Obviously, he's not the greatest, but I think we would have suffered the same fate if we pushed forward with them. I think it's better if we just sit back, take the defensive position, and wait for them to get us. We're going to actually charge our cavalry straight into their archer lines here. Completely just ignore their infantry with our cavalry and just charge straight into their archer lines. Them losing a lot of archers is going to be very good for us. We're crushing them here. It says we've lost 70 men, but it's our allies that lost all the men. We've lost basically no one. We're down 9 men, but only one of them's a death. Our ally is completely and utterly wiped after this battle. I don't think it's going to be... No, it's not going to be close at all with our beautiful defensive position. If they reinforced us on this position and followed my orders or something, they could have easily kept most of their men alive. But instead, they got 1 kill. Their full army got 1 kill. And it was probably the Lord as well. No, the Lord didn't get the kill. A Sturgeon recruit got the kill, actually. Holding that position was definitely beautiful here. Have they got reinforcements? Oh, actually, no. Our cavalry soloing the rest of their men. We're going to charge the infantry. The infantry dealing with those last 3. We're going to fall back with our cavalry. I don't think it's worth risking them. Getting the archers just moving forward right now is going to be good. Plus, we can deal with the cavalry, not the cavalry, the archers themselves.
Horsemen,
Is there a cavalry? They do have cavalry, but I'm waiting for their cavalry unit to pop up there. We can charge it now. I'm just completely only missing here. This is basically victory here. We still obviously have got a decent chunk of this episode left. But what we might do is I might just do a bunch of these types of battles. Are they retreating the rest of their men? I think they're retreating the rest of their men. Which makes sense because they've suffered an extreme loss. With that beautiful position with the archers. The Fiend Champions, it looks like it's an even match, but it really isn't once you dwindle like 40 of their men before they even meet your lines. Yeah, that's beautiful here. We managed to crush them. I don't know what happened to our ally here. Oh, there's actually 100 men here. We're not going to be able to take most of them. We're going to take them. We're going to take the prisoners here. Yeah, we're going to take them. We're going to take... No, actually, we're not going to take the prisoners. I'm going to organize the men, obviously. I'm going to get some stuff sorted. Like my towns and stuff. And we'll obviously just be back once we've got something to do. So I'll see you then. We just crushed 200 men. That was their reinforcement. So now they're attacking this 37, which we can go ahead and attack again. We should just be able to hold position. It should be, yeah, I was going to say it should be about the same map. We can hold position. Oh, we're going to have to get the men moving. Do we have command of all the men? No, we have 190, which is our force. We need to get them moving on this hill now.
Move! Move! Forward! Forward! Forward!
I don't think we're going to be able to get them fully set up in time, sadly. Ooh. Our men actually might be able to get set up in time.
Cavalry!
What I think we're actually going to do... No, I think we just try and hold formation with the men we have. With archer support and cavalry support. Actually, if we can get the cavalry behind them. We're actually going to get them to charge the archers for the time being. No, they're getting all in the way. The cavalry's just completely pathbound the wrong way. We are destroying them with our archers here. And I can just sit back and bow as well. How many of their infantry? Half their infantry is already dead. Honestly, it's just worth charging there. Oh, I just hit one of my line breaks in the back. Yeah, they're doing an absolutely beautiful job here. Our cavalry is sweeping their archers. Their infantry are basically gone here. Ooh, I thought that was enemy cavalry there. We're gonna actually get involved now. We've got a beautiful formation now. Yeah, this should just be an absolute crushing victory here. Our allies lost barely any men, but they didn't have any men to lose, really, on the battlefield. How many men did they have on the battlefield? They had 30 men on the battlefield. So yeah, they really didn't have that many men to lose. We've just devastated this force again. It didn't actually take that long. So if we can go ahead and find ourselves another battle, we can do another battle before the episode ends. If not, then we'll just skip to the ending of the episode. But we're going to look for another battle. Because we need to level up our men. We have got an insane amount of elite men now. We haven't gotten the battle, but I've just realised they took Amathea back. Obviously, I'm meaning the West. The West sieged Amathea and took it back, which is pretty good for them, honestly. Hus Felipe... Yeah, it's getting sieged by the South again. Yeah, so it's gone pretty well. So we'll be back once we've got battle, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and it's not the on-field battle that I was hoping for. I was hoping for a battle on the field, but it is a battle, so we're going to go ahead and end off the episode here after we defend this. We should be able to defend it. They've already got about 400 defenders against this force, plus 150. We're going to crush them. We do have a decently weak force, though, so we're not going to do an insane amount here. Oh, yeah, we actually almost lost because of how weak my force is. We lost 22 men, but we gained 100 upgrades, which is exactly what we need. Yeah, so obviously that's where we're going to end up this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching. Peace. And I really do appreciate all the support on all the videos. So thank you guys so much.